Hey everyone, this is your Quick Tip Thursday, and today we're going to be talking about the topic of abuse and how to spot it. So there's three types of major abuse that happens with kids that we want to just be aware of. Number one is physical abuse, number two is mental abuse, and number three is sexual abuse. The reason that we want to be aware of these is because we want to be able to spot and report incidences of abuse for our kids. We want this place to be a safe place for kids, and we want to spot as much of that stuff as we can to help at home as well as at church. When we report abuse to authorities, all that we're trying to do is help them create a timeline of events that happen and give them some background for what's happening in the family and in the kid. I've seen a lot of leaders not want to report suspicious looking bruises or things that they think are abuse, but the reason that it's important to do that is to just help create that timeline. A lot of times authorities are going to be looking for a consistent timeline of events that are happening so that then they can actually go and really look at something, whether it's a true abuse situation or not. First off, physical abuse is sometimes easy to see, sometimes hard to see. I've seen cases of kids that it looks like cigarette burns or belt buckles. We want to just be aware of all those type of things. Kids are just going to have bruises because they're uncoordinated, they trip on things, they fall on things, they're playing outside, they're going to get scrapes and cuts and bruises and things like that. But when we notice a bruise that looks a little bit weird, you question it and say, hey buddy, how'd you get that bruise? And they're going to give you a story, and then what you do is with that information you take it and you ask mom and dad, hey, I noticed this bruise, I just wanted to ask what happened with it, and they'll give you a story. And hopefully those stories match up and that it's not an abuse situation, and you can say, oh okay, that's what he said too, I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. Now if those stories don't match up, that's when you need to come and involve me so that we can report that incident as a team. Mental abuse is a very difficult one to spot, and I'm not asking you to spot it, but if you do, it's usually kids that are struggling with verbal skills, communication skills, and just being active socially normally. If you see one of these kids, just bring it to my attention because there might be some other things going on, like they might have special needs of some kind that we didn't know about, or maybe mom and dad don't even know about, so we just want to help them get the help that they need. Finally, sexual abuse. If you see a kid that has more knowledge of sexual things and body parts and things like that than they should naturally have at the ages of 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever age group that you're leading, you just want to bring that information to my attention. That can be a sign of a kid being sexually abused. Some other things to look out for is that so they just know more information than they should know, or that they're touching people in some awkward ways, in ways that suggest more information than what they should know. Thank you guys so much, and if you ever have any questions about any of these topics that I'm talking about, but especially this one, please come to me. I want to give you the tools that you need to be successful in spotting these things and making sure that we're protecting our kids. Thank you so much for paying attention today, and I will see you this weekend. Bye!